Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain you about the pentagonal pyramid isometric projection. Okay. So pentagonal pyramid is given, which is having the base side 30 mm and the axis length is of 60 mm. It is resting on horizontal plane on its base with the side of the base perpendicular to VP. So one side of the base is perpendicular to VP, they have mentioned, and it is resting on the base. Here only one solid is given. Okay. So first you have to draw the pentagonal or a hexagonal solids, we require the orthographic projection. So here I have drawn the pentagon, which is of 30 mm. You know the construction. Draw the 30 mm line, measure 108 degree, 108 degree. Draw the lines over here, then measure each side 30 mm in the compass and construct the pentagon. Now to draw this one in the isometric projection, I require certain dimensions. To draw that one, what I am doing is I am just extending the base edge over here. So this is the base edge which is of the 30 mm. Okay, the side of the pentagon is 30 mm. I am just extending these lines over here. Now the same, you have to draw one more line from this corner, right? So I am drawing a line which is touching this corner of the pentagon, and these two lines should be parallel. So what I am trying to do is I am just trying to fit this pentagon in a rectangle. How it is done? So you can check it over here. If I just draw the line over here where it touches the pentagon corner, if I just draw it over here, this will be forming one side. The same way, if I just draw the parallel line which is passing through the other corner of the pentagon, okay, so that will be forming a rectangle over here. The rectangle corners I'll name as 1, this is first corner, then 2, this corner, 3 and 4. I have fitted the pentagon in the rectangle, and here I don't know the dimensions, just measure it how much you are getting. From here if you check it, the length over here, this is 48, the total length is 48, and around 29 you are getting this edge, right? So total length is 48, the rectangle it is having the length of 48, and till this one it is around 29 or 30, right? Approximately 30. This length, this corner, I am going to name these corners. This corner is A, B, C, D and E. The E corner from 1, so this is at an distance of 29, or approximately it is at a distance of 30. The same C will also be making the same length over here. If I measure from 4 to C, so this length will also be equal to the 30. Okay, now you have to take the dimension of D from the 2. Okay, from D you have to measure the distance of 2. This will be half of, that will be midpoint of this 1 to 4. So we know AB it is 30. If I take over here, so this length it is 9 mm. That means, so this side also it will be 9 mm, B to 4. 9, and this side also it will be equal to 9. Okay, so 39 plus 9, total 30 plus 9 plus 9. Okay, so we'll get 48 again. So 48 and 48, usually you may get around 50 also, right? Approximately I got 48. So now I got a square which is of 48 length and 48 breadth, and here this length, the D point will be placed at half of this length. 48 half is 24. So at distance from 2, at 24 mm distance, D corner is placed. How to draw it in the isometric projection? So first draw the horizontal line, the reference line over here. The square, it is having 48, 48. So from this corner 10, 20, 30, 40. So here it is 48 approximately. This is 50. If I deduct 2 mm over here, that will give 48. Okay, same way this side also 48, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 2 mm less than 50, that will give 48. First construct the square which is of 48. So this is the square that is of 48. Now what you have to do is you start naming it. I'll consider this as the corner 1, 2, corner 1, 2, 3, and this will be the corner 4. Okay, and check it. Now 1 to 4, they have said the base edge is perpendicular to VP. If I consider the 1 and 2 as the vertical plane, to this one the perpendicular is 1 and 4. So for that purpose, the AB, this AB side I am placing it at 1 and 4. So the middle is 30 mm and this side it is 9 mm, the other side is 9 mm. Okay, so now from here this will be 10, so 1 mm less than that, which is 9. From here this is 2 mm over here, that means it will be forming over here. The in between I'll get 30 mm, 9 mm from this end, 9 mm from this end. In middle I'll get the 30 mm, where I'll get this corner, that is A corner, and here it is the B corner of the pentagon. So the C and E corner are 30 mm distance from 1 and 4. C and E are 30 mm distance from 1 and 4. So from this 1 you have to measure 30 mm. From this 4 you have to measure 30 mm. So here it will be 10, 20 and 30. So here I get the E corner. Same way from here 10, 20, that is 2 mm extra over here, 30. So C corner will be getting over here. Then after that you have to take the D point, which is between 2 and 3. So in between 2 and 3 we have the D point, and from 2 or from 3 it is at equidistance, that is 24 mm. So from 2 and 3 it is at the midpoint, 10, 20. So this will be 25. At 24 we'll have the D point, right? So after getting all the 5 points, you have to join the corners of the pentagon. A to E, so B to A, C to D, D to E, and C to B. This forms the pentagon in isometric projection. Now I just have the base over here. I have to raise the height of 60 mm. They have given the height of the solid 60 mm. So from the center point I have to rise, because it's a pyramid, not the prism. So all the slant edges will be meeting at apex. To get the center point, what you have to do is you have to join the two diagonals or two perpendicular bisectors from this corner to the opposite side midpoints. So this length is 30, right? So 30 half is 15. You have to draw the line over here, corner to the opposite side midpoint. So from here it is there. Then same way, this length is So these lines are inclined, so it will not be equal to 30 mm. So it is around 28, right? So 28 half is 14. That means the midpoint will be lying at the distance of 14. So mark it over here. To this one, from the opposite corner to this corner, it is the opposite side, right? So when I join it over here, I'll get the center point. So from there you have to raise the height of 60. So this point I got at the midpoint of the block. If you get the confusion to raise the height of 60 mm, what you have to do is you can take the help of compass. From here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. So this is the total height of 60. What you have to do is from the center point, mark the height of 60 and draw a perpendicular line from this end point, the center point. You will get the height. This is the isometric height, not the normal height. So this forms the apex O. To this apex, you have to join the corners of pentagon which forms the pyramid. So this is O to B, O to A, O to E, slant edges. 5 slant edges will be there for pentagonal pyramid. I'm joining all the 5 pentagonal slant edges. Okay, so this forms the pentagonal pyramid. Now you have to decide visible and the invisible lines. Invisible lines are erased. A, E, D, C are the front side. Only the B corner is at the back side. So to this B, BA is the one edge which is behind. BC is also behind. And B to O, the three base, the edges which are related to B, those will be invisible and those are erased. So after erasing from B, 1, 2 and 3 edges, you have to darken the remaining visible lines, the visible edges. There are 4 slant edges which are visible. 1, 2, 3, 4 slant edges, and the base edges, 3 base edges, CD, DE and AE are visible. You can also erase the lines which we have drawn inside to get the center point. So this is the pentagonal pyramid which is seen from the isometric view. So if I see from here, I can see the length, breadth as well as the height of the solid. This is a pictorial view or the isometric projection of the pentagonal pyramid. Thank you.